Well, it was just last night that we showed you part one of our Carl Cook's interview with Fresno Unified's interim superintendent, Misty. She spoke about the accountability that she, the district, and McLane High School must face when talking about a recent attack at McLane High School here in Fresno. In part two of their conversation, she talks about what changes are being made to ensure the community and staff that they'll be safe, not only after the attack, but after shots were fired near the campus.
What are the usual protocols that you have on high school campuses and schools around the district to make sure that their students on campus are safe throughout the school day?
So it's a little bit harder with our secondary schools because of the multiple access that gets into the schools. A little easier for our elementary, but we are now, even in our secondaries, doing a single point of entry. And even like, for example, in McLane, we knew that the adult that came into the campus didn't come through the office, didn't go through our Raptor system, but they went through an alternative, which was, through the parking lot. And so we've put in some securities there now where the gates are going to be open during just during a certain time, and then they're going to be closed during a certain time. The other thing is every single staff has to wear their badge, their ID. And so I've made that very clear to our leaders. And in fact, I've reiterated over and over again. In fact, myself, when I go places and people don't have their badges, I automatically, if you don't have a badge, you need to put your badge on right now. That's how we identify who works for us and who doesn't work for us. Anyone who doesn't work for us, they have to go through our Raptor system, and they have to go through the office. They get into the system. It checks them out. They get an ID tag, and then they can be on campus. Anybody that's on campus that does not have either a badge or that, then they're not allowed on campus, or they're rerouted back, to the office. That's been put in place. The other thing is, more training that we have now for our campus safety assistants on just, safety protocols. How do we bring everyone together so that we understand that each school site has their own unique nuances that they're working with, but there's got to be some baselines across our entire district that we know for safety wise, these are the protocols we utilize, this is who we call, and this is what we do.
Were there changes that happened after the first incident at McLane with the shooting, and then more changes were done after the adult was involved in the assault, or was it something that had been discussed since that first incident?
Through the years, we've been making some significant financial investments in safety as a district. I mean, just throughout the nation, right? When you think about all the incidents that have happened, not just in Fresno Unified, but just in school districts in general across our nation, we've done probably close to about $29 million in investments in safety. Really looking at like upgrades, security upgrades. Again, I mentioned earlier the single point of entry. And then even within our own safety department, there's been about like 167% increase since 2018, I believe. And with that, it's like we now have a safety specialist in every single region where we used to only have, I believe, have 3. We've added campus safety assistants in every single school, including elementary. Now. So there's a lot. I mean, since 2018, we've gone from very few to like about 110 campus safety assistants now. We've actually brought in where there's 2 days during the year. We did not do any training before. Now they're brought in 2 very specific days for training on. It could be like how to de-escalate, how to recognize things in our students, how to, some of the social, emotional, and mental, things that are needed. That's been in, and I think it's just, and then even thinking like enhanced technology, cameras, the types of cameras, even in some of our games, what we've been able to like detect, where families, we've upgraded a lot of like technology with that. So there's been a big investment in that, and that came even before these incidents started to happen.
Where are things now with how things have been as far as security protocols and what you guys have in plan for the future?
I think one thing that we've done since this incident and then the other incidents previous is we're constantly coming back to say how are we getting better? And so we actually, when something happens now, with my own executive team and then with the other various departments, we're taking case studies, and where I'm even doing it with principals when I'm in front of them, is taking a case study, starting every meeting or so with a quick case study to go, hey, this happened over here, let's replay it. How many departments were involved in it? Where are the misses? And then where are the learns from this? And then what do we need to change and adapt for the next time? And that is really for us to get better. We can't get better if we don't reflect and we don't change and then we don't take different actions. So part of like doing the case studies has really helped us as a team to understand, and then to also not like finger point and go, that was you, or you should have done this, and why didn't we do this? It really is, this can happen to any of us at any time, whether it be a school site or whether it be a department. And so how do we then just like wrap around each other to say, this happened over here and I actually had a part in it, instead of like stepping away from it? How do I come in to say, gosh, I'm really watching this team and I may not have had anything to do with it, but was there something I could have lent? What was there something I could have done? So it's getting everybody to look at safety in our district, not only because it's not just the safety department that is responsible for safety. It is every single one of us that is responsible for safety. It should not just rest on one or two people.
And if you weren't able to see part one of our interview with Interim Superintendent Her, you can visit our website, kmph.com. You can also find the full interview on the Fox 26 YouTube page.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres of Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.